Me and a few friends are talking about what to do for Halloween. We have always talked about doing something, but always ended up doing nothing. So this time around, we had to do something. And someone has the idea to pull pranks on people during Halloween. So we go to the costume store and buy a bunch of clown costumes. But these are the ones that are happy clowns, not the scary ones. I go home and I put all away until the time comes I need it. Days later, it's Halloween. Me and my friends get together and put on our costumes. It's already nighttime at this point. We drive around in my friend's truck because it's the darkest car we have, and we can just sit in the back so we don't have to waste our time opening doors and whatnot. We pull a few pranks, nothing too big, mostly just jump scares. But in the last prank we pull, we go a little too far. We actually rob this person, this couple. But then something worse happens. Actual clowns show up, and these guys look menacing. And there was 3 of them, and they were each carrying a weapon, a knife, a tire iron, and a bat. They started to walk closely to us. The couple ran away, and we should have done the same, but I wanted to see how this would all work out. They got closer and closer, and I said, "Fuck this." We all got in the truck and drove away. We got home, and I thought it was just people doing the same shit we were doing. But then as we stood outside my house, we saw the clowns again. I was scared out of my mind. They grabbed us, but I managed to get away from them. I ran like hell, not even caring about my friends. I looked back and they were beating on them with bat and the tire iron. I could hear their screams. As I'm running, I pull out my phone to call the police, but I turn around and I see a clown right behind me. I freaking drop my phone, and I go back to get it. The clown gets me and beats the shit out of me. I wake up in a room and the rest of my friends, and all the clowns are in front of us. One of the clowns starts to slice me and my friend's throats, and I see my friends die. I pass out, and the next thing I feel is the cold steel and the taste of my blood.
I had no friends outside of my house, so I would go online and get into websites that have chat rooms like Omegle and Chat Roulette. After a while of talking to different people, I came across one person who sat in a dark room. You could see his hands on top of a keyboard, and his face had a menacing grin. He didn't use his microphone, but decided to text in the chat, and he said, "Do you live in?" And I replied, "No, but that's only 30 minutes away." And he texted back, "Well, that's close enough. Do you drive a truck? A white truck?" And that startled me, but that is a wild guess, and it could just been an easy coincidence that whatever he picked, I was driving. So I said yes. He then asked me my address, and what he typed in was correct, but I was startled, so I told him no, it was incorrect. He then went on to ask me if I had a bank account, and I told him no, and I left the chat and turned off my laptop and went ahead and started doing chores with this menacing thing in the back of my mind. The next day, I decided to get on Omegle and try to talk to some people to ease my mind that this was just some random encounter that may never happen again. However, I was wrong. Immediately when I got back on the website, the first person I ran to was no other than him. He sat there. He told me the same information, except for this time, he was able to tell me where exactly I've been by tracking my bank account. He told me what I was buying and where. I asked him how he knew about what I was doing. He told me about onion browsers and torrenting and all sorts of things of hacking, and eventually it seemed like the tension grew away and we became friends. So I thought. After learning about this deep web, I went online and did more research and figured out how exactly how I would be able to access the deep web. So I did. I came into several different rooms with numbers, and I just started clicking on them. I went into the regular rooms that you would find anywhere, some snus, mainly drugs everywhere, and things like that. However, I would come across just chat rooms of people talking about random things, like My Little Pony, or TV shows that they were watching at the moment, until I came into one that was really strange, and these people seemed like they were getting ready for something. However, there was nothing on the screen, there was just a little chat box on the right. One of them says, "He is here," and then says my name. It frightened me, until the person said, "I know you're probably afraid," but it ended up being the person that I had met on Omegle. My anxiety wore down. I was relaxing and going ahead and chatting in the chat with everyone else, when suddenly the screen came on, and there was rustling of leaves on the ground, someone walking forward, eventually coming on screen in all black and a shiny skull mask. He then says,
"We have come to this house, and now it is for you to decide how this person will die."
And everyone in the chat just started saying certain things, and I couldn't tell where they were or if this was true or not. People started saying, just chop him up into pieces and then tie the body up and let the dogs chew on him over time. And they started walking forward with this decision, and I noticed that it was my backyard and that they were at the back of my house. So I did what anyone else would do, and I would pull out my phone and I called the police. The operator told me to stay on the line and help would be on the way. And then I heard my back door glass break, and then on the screen I saw that they had broken in the glass, so I understood that there would be a lag. So I decided to arm myself in case they came into the room where I was. And so I reached under my bed and pulled out my small pistol that my brother had given me. And when I was looking for the ammunition, I realized that my brother had taken all my 9mm ammo whenever he went to the range the weekend before. What a course of luck. I sat there, my heart pounding, my ears were ringing, and I was extremely frightened. I felt puke in my throat, but nothing was coming out. And then I heard them come into the house and walking around. My dogs squealed as they kicked them and possibly killed them. I heard the doorknob twist and the door open. In the blackness and in the white haze of my computer screen,